What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Curtis Chronicles. We are prepping for surgery. All right, guys, so if you saw my previous video, you saw that I got the nuclear injection. I was super scared, but it was not as bad as I had anticipated. So now we have to prepare for surgery. And what are we doing? Well, you really can't see it, but I have a huge, I'll show you. I have a huge mess on my table right now. I got a bunch of stuff, okay? And we are going to get ourselves ready for recovery. We'll do this together, okay? All right, so first thing is first. This little caddy, I purchased it last year when I was getting ready to give birth to Ophelia. And I got this because since we live in technically a 3-level home, I did not want to be walking up and down steps all the time to get diapers and to get things. Like if the baby was hanging out with us in the living room, I didn't want to have to walk all the way upstairs to get a diaper change and bring it down and whatnot. So we would keep her supplies in the living room. We kept diapers, we kept wipes, we kept extra bibs, extra outfits. We kept it down here, cream that she needed, whatever. And once she kind of outgrew that and we didn't need to keep this down here, I started using this in my daughter's room just to kind of keep her little trinkets together. And then when I found out that I was going to have surgery again, I figured, oh my God, let me get my little caddy and fill it up so that I can have this right next to me in the living room. I am going to be camping out in the living room because I have 5 recliners to pick from. So, which that is a whole story in and of itself. Like, I think I'm going to do a vlog on how God has shown up and shown off during this whole process. Yes, I've had my moments of anger, of fear, of frustration, of sadness, but all in all, I have never allowed myself to kind of sit and stay in those feelings because, you know, I knew who was in control of it all, and that is God. You don't believe in God, then it is what it is, but it's what I believe in, and if you watch me, then you're gonna hear me say Jesus on my channel. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Okay, so let's get ready. All right, first things first. Let's open this up. We got some drugs, y'all. I just picked these up. So let's open them together. Okay, so we've got oxycodone. Oh my God, so they're prescribing that I take 4 of these a day. Oh my God. 4 tablets a day, 1 in the morning, 1 midday, 1 in the evening, and 1 at bedtime. I am not a fan of narcotics. I'm always afraid I'm gonna get addicted to this kind of stuff, and I'm like terrified of addiction. Like, I'm already addicted to food, and that is serious in and of itself. So I'm a little like about taking narcotics, but they prescribed it. We're gonna put it in here, okay? I'm gonna move this so you can see it. We're gonna put it in here just to have it. The next medicine is cephalexin, which, if I'm not mistaken, is an antibiotic. And I have to take it twice a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. We'll put that in here in our handy dandy. Well, we're not calling it cancer caddy because I'm going to be cancer free, Lord willing. Handy dandy recovery caddy, whatever. Okay, that goes in there. Next, I want to keep myself occupied. If you did not know, I absolutely love puzzles. I love Sudoku. I love word searches. I'm not a fan of like crossword puzzles, but I love word searches. I love Tetris puzzles. I just love puzzles. So I'm gonna have this puzzle book, and this one that I bought a while ago, it's Promises from the Bible Word Searches. So I'm excited to dive into this one. That's gonna go into the little caddy right in there. There's also a book that I purchased over a year ago. I still haven't like gotten into. And it was recommended to me by a woman who has an incredible testimony of a husband that was an alcoholic and how God, you know, brought him out of that and restored their marriage. And now they're like big time entrepreneurs. I was just really ministered by her. So she recommended this in one of the like webcasts that I attended that she was speaking about. And So we're going to get into this book. It is called Declarations for Breakthrough, Agreeing with the Voice of God by Jane Hammond or Hammond. I'm not sure how I am pronouncing that or how to pronounce it. So that's going in the caddy. I am super excited about this one. Every year I like to get myself a journal just to write in, and I always get a plain ledger, just plain lines, nothing special, and I'll just write things. And something that I've noticed about journaling, when you have no prompts, nothing to guide your thinking, like you start off well, you do it for a few weeks, and then after a while it just becomes a plain notebook and you kind of just don't do anything with it. So I wanted 2025 to be a little bit different, and I invested in this gratitude journal. I got it for free at CVS because I like to use my extra care bucks, and I had coupons, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. So when I open it up, what I like about it is that it's like really, really like specific. I don't know if you could see it, but it tells you kind of like what to write. It'll say like, today I am grateful for, today's affirmation, good things about today, and then how can I make tomorrow better? On the other page, it'll say achievements, challenges, who did you enjoy being with today, favorite moment of the day, and then any notes and or reflections that you have. And then of course at the top you can put today's date. You can circle if it was a Monday, if it was a Saturday or whatnot. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, I need this in my life. So that's going into the handy dandy caddy. Handy dandy caddy. I can't even speak. So we've got that. We need some pens. This is a pen that my daughter gave me, best teacher ever. We have a red pen because red pens are cool. Got 2 of those. And then of course my Women of Action, Mujeres de Acción. This is from my church, and my pastor, she does these women's conferences every year and then like women's mentorships throughout the year. And she always gives us really cool pens. So I always use my pen. So we're going to put that in the caddy. Okay, so far we've got medicine, we've got our books to keep us occupied, and we've got some pens. All right, let's keep filling up the caddy. Okay, we have got this thing. Because I'm gonna have drains sticking out of my sides, I cannot sleep on my sides. And I've heard that when you have a mastectomy, it's kind of hard to like lay down at first. Like they recommend you sit like at an inclined position. And so, like I said earlier, I have 5 recliners, leather recliners to choose from. So I'm gonna be hanging out down here. And you know how sometimes when you sleep, you kind of rest your neck, so it's gonna be a little uncomfortable. So I invested in this neck pillow that I'm opening for the first time on camera with all of you fine people. What the heck? Oh. So I guess this is it. That'll work. It'll work, okay? So that, of course, it's not gonna go inside the caddy because it's not gonna fit, but it'll be right next to me on my little area that I will set up for myself, which I'll set it up hopefully today so that I can show you what my setup or what my area is gonna look like. All right, the next thing. Ta-ta-da-da! I have to say that at the beginning of this whole cancer journey, you're like, what the heck? I have what? You're like shocked, and it's just like, whoa. There were certain women that reached out to me that really gave me a lot of hope and inspiration. One of them being A. I'm not gonna say her name, but you know who you are, A. If you're watching, thank you so much. She's someone from my church, and I had zero clue that she had experienced breast cancer and had a bilateral mastectomy. I had no idea. And her older sister, which also goes to my church, who is also A, both of their names start with A. She reached out to me. She goes, hey sis, don't know if you know, but my sister actually experienced breast cancer, and she sent me her testimony, and I listened to the whole thing, and I was just like, oh my God. So we connected and we had a great conversation. She gave me so much insight. And not only that, but like the next morning, I woke up to a text message from her, and she gave me a list of things that would make my recovery easier. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. So thank you, A. So a lot of the things that I have is because she put it on that list. So this is a drain belt. Okay, so I'm gonna put this around my waist because like I said, I am gonna have 2 drains sticking out of my sides, and you know, I need to kind of hold them somewhere so they're not just dangling and hanging around. And I could pin them to like, I guess my bra, because I've seen some people do that on videos. But if I don't want to pin them, I can wear this belt. And it is very soft and stretchy. The material is nice, really, really nice. Gave me 4 components. If I only use 2 components and put something else in the other, I could put my chapstick in here, whatever, it's gonna be worth the money. Plus I am gonna have a second surgery in the spring to hopefully finalize everything. And I will have drains again for that surgery. So this is gonna come in handy. It also came with like, I guess like a pouch type of lanyard. So if I'm like taking a shower, I can adjust the length, and again, I can put the drains inside of the pouches and it can kind of hang out up top while I am bathing. So that is pretty cool. We will keep that in here. So when I come home tomorrow afternoon, I will have everything ready. I will not be allowed to jump in the shower for quite some time. As long as those drains are in, I cannot get them wet. And so I'm gonna be pretty stinky. I am. So we got these bath sponges where you can kind of just wet them and, you know, scrub yourself. When I had Ophelia, they gave me a bunch of these at the hospital. They were super helpful. You could use them for elder care, travel, baby care, post-surgery, camping, gym. You know, it tells you all the uses. Rinse-free bath sponges, soap and shampoo infused. So we will keep that. It's not gonna be in the caddy. It'll be up in the bathroom whenever I go up there and I need to freshen myself too. Also something that I don't have on camera right now, maybe I'll insert a picture. Those little like squeeze bottles, I think it's called a perennial bottle. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's so you can kind of like rinse the hoo-ha down there after, you know, you've given birth. So on the days that I cannot take a shower, I'm definitely gonna be using that because, you know, if I'm on my menses and I can't take a shower, that's gonna be pretty gross. So, okay. What else do we have here on the table? I think that's everything. Oh, the biggest thing, I forgot. This one I'm excited to open. Let's see, let's open it together. Okay, so this is a mastectomy pillow, and it's actually like a whole set. So there's a few things in here. I'm gonna take everything out and then, I'll explain what it is. Okay. All right, so there's some cards. It says mastectomy pillow. Recovering from a mastectomy can be a difficult and uncomfortable process. That's why we created our mastectomy pillow, to provide comfort and support during this challenging time. Made from high quality materials and featuring a unique design, our pillow is the perfect companion for your journey to recovery. We hope it brings you the comfort and support you need to heal and move forward. Best wishes on your road to recovery. Really nice. Thank you for that note. It says, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you'd ever imagine. Oh my God. How sweet is that? The company is called Moyoama. That's really sweet. I'm gonna keep that right in here. On the days where I'm not feeling my best, I will keep that card in there to remind me that I'm gonna be fine. Okay, so here is the mastectomy pillow. Okay, so if you didn't catch my previous videos, I am choosing to have a bilateral mastectomy. What does that mean? I am choosing to chop off my girls. completely. So I'm choosing, in essence, an amputation. That's gonna be interesting when I come out of surgery, how it's gonna feel, how it's gonna look. I don't even know. But I'll try my best to record the process of me experiencing and not having my breasts. That's gonna be a little weird, but I'm gonna be fine, okay? So you want to protect your chest from any bumps, any bruising. So this is a mastectomy pillow, and basically it can clip on top like this. So if you can't really like slide your arms through, someone can help you. So if I'm sitting on a couch, I can have this here to kind of like protect me, and it's really, really soft. And I can actually put some essential oils so I can like smell the lavender and whatnot. It has pockets here, so if I, want to put a pen in there, I can. It also has pockets on the side, so if I want to put my drains in there, I've seen pictures of women that do that. On the back, it can tie. It ties itself, so I can kind of keep it in place. So if I'm walking around the house, I can kind of protect myself. It does have, oh, I forgot this. This was a lanyard for the pouches that I can hang around my neck and hang my little drains. I forgot to mention that, sorry. Okay, so this I could be using around the house, sitting on the couch, definitely coming home from the hospital, so that when I put that seatbelt, it doesn't create any like discomfort as I am driving. Also, something cool that came with it is this gel pack. It can be hot or cold, however I'd like to do it. And then on the inside, there is a pocket that I can slide this into. And then once it's really, really cold or hot, however I desire, I just kind of put that, and that's gonna help alleviate any pain or swelling that may occur. So that's a really cool buy. I'm excited to use that. That's coming with me to the hospital. So when I come home, I can be comfortable in the car. And then this one is pretty cool. I am gonna be needing this one for a while. This is actually for the seatbelt. So you put the seatbelt strap in here, and then you close it up. That way when you're driving in the car, once you're done using the big pillow and you feel like you can drive, you're good, but you're still a little sore, you'll always have, that extra padding and that comfort, so you don't feel uncomfortable while you are driving. And so, ta-ta-da-da. Oh, that is what I have. Oh, something else I forgot. I am gonna put the Ricola cough drops that I always get when I have surgery. You're like, why do you get Ricola cough drops when you have surgery? I don't know how this surgery is gonna feel because I've never had any type of major work on my chest. So I don't know how it's gonna feel to cough. I don't know how it's gonna feel if I have to sneeze. I know when I had my 4 abdominal surgeries, man, coughing, sneezing, no, you just don't want to do that after a C-section. And something that I've noticed, I think I have a certain type of reaction to anesthetic, and it's that it makes my throat itch. I don't think it's that I'm allergic to it, but I don't know, my throat gets just very dry. Maybe that is an allergy, but it's not bad enough that I'm like, I can't be put under. But I do notice that after I have like major surgery, just my throat gets really, really dry, and then it gets itchy. And the last thing I want is an itchy, dry throat that's gonna make me cough. So whenever I recover, I always have a huge bag of cough suppressant, Ricolas. And I keep that, so the moment I feel the itch, pop that bad boy in, suck on it, and it calms the cough down, okay? So that is what we're doing. Let me, give you a little tour of what my setup is gonna be, okay? Okay guys, so here is my living room. I have taken down all of the Christmas decorations because I did not want to recover with Christmas decor. I just did not want to, so everything is gone. I have a really, really minimal setup right now. I'm still thinking about decor for that corner. I do have a painting that I want to put there eventually, but we just keep it real simple. So we've got this sectional right here. I'm not going to be hanging out in this area that's gonna be my area right there where you see my bags. Okay, so this is the area that I'm gonna be in. My caddy is gonna be right there. This couch has a charging station right here, USB charging, so I can plug my computer stuff in there. I also have some, surge protectors back here so I can plug anything that I need. I'm gonna be hanging out in this one, and the reason why I have chosen this couch is because of my son. My son's autistic. My son cannot stay still. He's constantly jumping everywhere, and I needed a place to feel where I am like comfortable and safe. I feel this will be the safest spot for me because I'll have the table that will block him from kind of like jumping on me. I will also have this middle backrest down. So it's also kind of like a little bit of a desk for me when I need to have my computer out, or if I'm drinking something, I've got the cup holders there. This does go up, so, that's what it looks like. But I'm gonna have it down. Also having it down, again, creates a barrier of protection from my son, so he's not bumping into me. And then of course, this is a recliner, so it does kick out. And then I will be right by the baby. So, as I'm sitting there, the baby can hang out in her playpen and we can talk and chit chat, and she can play with my feet because I always like poke, the mesh on her little playpen. But that's gonna be my area. That's gonna be the blanket that I'm gonna use down here because it's a really, really big blanket to keep me warm. And I also have a pocket right here that I can, put things into if I have, like if I'm writing lesson plans or something, I can put my books in there and whatnot. So this is the best spot for me. And then of course my kids, they'll be hanging out. They'll have this whole other sectional to hang out on if they desire, or they want to be close to me but not too close. They can be on this recliner while I am on that one. Also, something else that I did in terms of getting ready for surgery, if you notice, I braided my hair. Nothing special. I have no weave in my hair. It's just my hair. I washed it, conditioned it, braided it so that it's, out of the way. But that's about it. That is how I am preparing for this surgery. I know that I'm gonna be fine. Did my dogs done pee on my rug? I cannot with these dogs. Oh, I gotta clean that. What is that? Oh no, they didn't. That's just the design of the rug. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted on the recovery journey. I did not want this video to be super long. I apologize that it has been super long, but thank you so much for hanging out and keeping up with me and praying for me and supporting me on this journey. If you know anyone that is going through breast cancer, please give them hope. You can share my videos with them. You can tell them positive things. And you can also tell them it is okay to feel sad and angry when you feel sad and angry, but it is okay to smile and be happy because good things can come out of a cancer journey. So thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one.